Salut, c'est Shaman de Ludovox. Nous sommes donc au Bruxelles Game Festival. Je suis sur le stand de Cradle of Games avec Bert, c'est ça, Menting, voilà, qui est auteur, éditeur donc, et il va nous parler un petit peu de sa démarche. Hi Bert, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing at Bruxelles Game Festival?
Actually, I'm trying to make my new game Puerto Diablo a bit known in the world. So I want to have it played and to see how it goes.
So you're editor, but you're also the author of Puerto Diablo, right?
Yes, I think I'm more the author of the game than the editor. The editor is more that we thought it was hard to find an editor for the game, so we decided to do it ourselves.
So what's your story about coming to the world of creating game and finally publishing them?
It's something that happens by myself. It's a hobby that I like to do. And when I met Sander, who's also helped creating the game, he knew I was making games and he was struggling a bit. And he designed most of it. And after I helped him a bit, he said, maybe it's better if you do the whole design of the game. And that's where we started about 3 years ago. And we thought first we make about 200 games, but it was too expensive to make only 200 games per game. So we ended up making 1,000, but doing that via Kickstarter project, which ran last year.
When did that start and finish, that Kickstarter?
It started in the autumn of last year. So we took about 8 weeks during the Essen. Also, we ran the Kickstarter. And we visited, especially in the Netherlands, a lot of festivals to make the game, to have people play the game and support them in Kickstarter.
Okay, so you mentioned about it being a hobby, creating game and playing it, I assume. But did you intend to earn your living with that with this game at the end, or it's just the pleasure to see your game coming to market?
There's the dream. And of course, the dream would be to earn money with it. We earned a little bit of money with Puerto Diablo, but if you look at how much time we have spent on it, it's and even a weekend like this, it costs more money than it earns. So it's fun to see people play your game. That's where the basis is. And if we at some point hit the jackpot, well, it can happen.
Okay, so we're going to talk a bit more in details about Puerto Diablo in another video, but can you just quickly give us a really short pitch about the game?
It's a game that's different than other games. It's something I hear a lot. You have to work together with the other players, but at the same time you're working for yourself. So you have to behave friendly during the game, but be unfriendly nonetheless. So you overcome challenges together. You need the other players, but you want to be the winner yourself.
So it's a card game, and for how many player? What duration for the game?
It's 2 to 5 players, and it's a card game, but actually it has more the length of a board game. It takes 30 minutes per player.
What is the context of it? And you mentioned that we have to work together, but sometimes you are only on your own, so it's not cooperative at the end.
You just each player has a few cards, a few persons to play with, and he just not has enough to solve the challenges that are thrown towards the player. So the players need the others to help. Sometimes you can do it alone, but most of the times you need other players to help you, and you discuss during the game. And sometimes you have a real friend that's just the same player that's helping you, and sometimes it's changing.
Okay, so we're going to talk a bit more about that. So you have 2 other projects that are on the way. Is that very different from what you've been doing with Puerto Diablo?
Yes. I think we were a bit unwise to make a very long game with a lot of cards as our starting project. We were very lucky we made it, so we have a good start, but we now want to make a few simpler games. There's one game that Sander already had that is now lying over there with triangles, where you have to make bigger triangles with small triangles that we well, we just showing the prototypes around and see if we can, produce that one. And there are some other card games that I had lying around that we're also gonna play test and see which one worked best at the audience, and then we're gonna see if we're gonna do another Kickstarter or if we just can fund the game ourselves.
Okay, so quite nice. Some project. What are you doing in when you're not playing and creating game then?
I work for IT. I work for the Dutch section of MC International. That's also, it's a great job, and I'm happy to have that job and this hobby as well. It's good fun.
Okay. So thank you very much, Bert. Would you like to add something?
Well, try the game. It's like I said, it's different. So.
Merci d'avoir suivi cette vidéo. On se retrouve avec un focus sur le jeu Puerto Diablo. Allez, à bientôt sur Ludovox.